You know that saying, if you want something done, you should give it to a busy person? Well, I believe the same to be true for cleaning. If you want to know the best way to clean something, you should ask someone who hates cleaning, because they will tell you the fastest and most efficient way to do it. Clearly, I'm making a huge plug for myself. I am what they call a cleaning expert. I also run a cleaning business. I've had it for 13 plus years. I've trained hundreds of people how to clean. And I love a clean home, but seriously, I hate cleaning, and you guys know this about me. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you actually the best way, the actual best way to clean your home in the fastest and most efficient way. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to the Clean My Space channel. Remember to turn on that notification bell so you always know when one of our videos are coming up. And give this video a thumbs up if you hate cleaning, but you love a clean home. When I first started my cleaning business, the thing that overwhelmed me the most about cleaning was figuring out how to get an entire home cleaned. It felt very overwhelming. And I think that's what so many of us experience when it comes to cleaning our own homes. We're like, where do I start? There's so much to do. How much do I do? Do I go hardcore? Do I not? There's just so many questions about cleaning. So I want to break it down for you. The first thing is to think about your MIAs. I talk about this in my book. I've talked about it on the channel before. MIAs stand for most important areas. You shouldn't be cleaning all the things all the time. I really believe in cleaning the most important things to you most of the time, and the least important things, they can fall to the bottom of the list. You can still deal with them, but not as frequently. So first and foremost, think about your MIAs. Just go around your home, look up and down, and think about the areas that speak to you the most. And if you feel like, I couldn't bear if that was a mess, that's an MIA. And if you're like, that's not an MIA. Secondly, you want to think about full cleans versus partial cleans. Now, a full clean is where you are cleaning the entire space. So that's when someone says, like, I'm taking all Saturday to clean my home, or let's be real, half of Saturday to clean my home. A partial clean is when you're saying, well, I'm just gonna clean my bedroom, that's all I have time for, or my kid was just sick in the bathroom, so I'm gonna give that a good cleaning. I'm just gonna clean that bathroom. Or like me, after dinner every night, the kitchen needs a full clean. But in that, I'm not cleaning my whole home, I'm just cleaning I'm cleaning a partial of my home, just one room. On the note of partial cleans versus full cleans, in my opinion, and this might be because I run a cleaning business, I actually think your home doesn't fully feel clean unless you've done the full clean, but we don't always have time for that. So if you want the full Monty, you've got to book the time in. If you're okay with a little bit being done here and there, just know your home will never be 100% clean at one moment in time, but it'll be pretty clean most of the time. You also want to consider whether you'll be doing a surface clean or a deep clean. If you're having guests come over, or you just want to do something quick to make your house look a little bit more polished, a surface clean will suffice. You can manage your clutter, put things away, tidy up, do a little bit of dusting or wiping here or there. You might do the floors, you might not, and that's pretty much the size of your light cleaning or your surface clean. But if you want to do the deep cleaning, that's when you get out the checklist, you roll up your sleeves, you put the schmutta on your head, you get out all of your tools and supplies, and you are prepared to go top to bottom, left to right, and get the job done right. If you're doing surface cleans, you're probably maintaining your home fairly well, but you still need to do that deep cleaning. So if you're really good at the surface cleaning, you can consider reducing the amount of deep cleaning that you do, maybe down even to once a month if you can bear it. But if you're someone who is not so great with the surface cleans, you might have to do your deep cleans a little bit more frequently just to keep up the status quo of how clean you'd like your home to be. I wish there was just one cleaning schedule that I could send out to all of you, that you could put in your phone and follow to a T. But let's be real. Everybody has different needs, everybody lives different lives, and has time to do different things or not. So I can't give one size fits all schedule to all of you, but what I can say is this. Depending on how important cleaning is to you in your life will dictate how much time you want to dedicate to it on a regular basis. Also, we all have different schedules and different needs. So if you're a student or you work or you're a full-time parent, you have different things going on in your life and you have different blocks of time. So here's what I can tell you. If you have a good sense of what your day, your week, your month looks like, think about when you have those gaps, You want to look for something that's, I would say, between 30 and 60 minutes. Those are really good blocks of time for cleaning. And then use those blocks of time to schedule in different tasks. If you want to do your full heavy-duty clean, you might need to block off half a day. So maybe you do that once every other week. Or if you just have an hour or a half an hour here or there, you can schedule in your partial cleans. Like today I'm doing the bathroom, tomorrow I'm doing all of the vacuuming, whatever it is. The point is, what gets scheduled gets done. So if you can figure out what works for you and slot things into your schedule, you will actually get it done. One of the things that I obsess over is efficiencies. And when I first started cleaning, I had no idea how to actually clean a space, even though that's what my business was called. So I had to learn how to do it, but time is money in business, so I had to learn how to do it quickly and efficiently, and also, sorry, I have hair in my mouth, and also how to get great results, which is why I have so much to say on the topic of efficiency. But for those of us who don't know how to clean, learning how to be efficient doing it makes you an incredible cleaner, and you don't have to spend a lot of time doing it. So I'm gonna share with you a couple of my all-time favorite efficiencies to make your cleaning great. First of all, getting your tools and products ready ahead of time. This sounds very obvious, but I can't tell you how much time this has saved me over the years and my staff. Nothing can be more frustrating than you being in the middle of a cleaning. Well, nothing can be more frustrating when you're cleaning than you being in the middle of a clean and realizing I don't have that thing, and like you're in a groove and then you have to get out of the groove and run and look for the thing. So you might as well just gather everything, have it all with you, put it in a central location in your room before you start cleaning so that everything is within arm's reach and you can easily grab and go and you don't have to waste time. Pre-treating is something that I teach my staff about and I talk about frequently on this channel because I feel like not enough people employ the wonders of pre-treating. Now, when we watch a cleaning commercial, we'll see a product being sprayed on and then instantly wiped off, and we just use that as material. We say, okay, that's how we're supposed to clean. The truth is, that is not how you are supposed to clean. A surface, especially if it's dirty or has bacteria on it, requires a product to sit on it for a period of time, which is what we call pre-treat, dwell time. You can use the cooking term marinate, whatever it is that makes sense to you. Just think about it in those terms. You want to treat that surface with the product so that the product can actually do the job that it is supposed to do. If you spray it on and wipe it off immediately, the product just can't do its thing. So the next time you walk into a space that is really grody or really full of bacteria, say a kitchen counter, what you want to do is pre-treat it. So spray the product on the surface, let it sit, start doing other cleaning tasks around the space so that by the time you get back to your pre-treated surface, which also could be a bathtub full of grime, a backsplash that's really greasy, whatever that challenging area is, by the time you get back to it, the product will have done just about all of the work for you. And all you have to do is take your sponge or your cloth, give it a good wipe, rinse it down, and you'll see so much less work has to be done to get that surface clean. The 3-wave system is something, it's like one of the things I am most proud of that I have shared with the world about cleaning. And we have a full video on our 3-wave system. I will link it for you down below. But essentially, it's a system that I created, which I taught my staff, which I use in my own home, and I talk about on this channel to help people make sense of a space. So when you walk in, you know exactly what to do and in what order. It has cut my cleaning time in half, and I know I've done the same for my staff. And I've done the same for so many of you guys. Essentially, it teaches you how to pick a starting point, work your way around the room. We always work top to bottom, left to right, and how to deal with things like clutter. When do you deal with clutter? When do you deal with garbage, the floors, and polishing and dusting in your actual cleaning? Once you start using the 3-wave system, you will never go back. Most people I speak to really like living in a clean home. They just don't always feel like they can keep it that way. And I'm right there with you. I love living in a clean space, but you know, life gets in the way sometimes and the house isn't as clean as I would like it to be. But the buck should stop there, except it doesn't. Most of us feel really guilty or bad or ashamed that our house isn't 100% perfect all the time. One of the things I think we all collectively need to work on the most is just not feeling so bad about ourselves if our house isn't as clean as we want it to be. Now, I'm not giving you a permission slip to live in a pigsty, clearly, but what I am saying is maybe start to rethink what cleaning and a clean space means to you, because if you can eliminate some of that guilt, it will reduce the stress and the shame and the sadness which exists about not living in a perfectly clean home. Maybe think about realigning your expectations. What should a clean home look like? Does it have to be Martha Stewart clean, or can it just be socially acceptably clean? And then or socially acceptable, you guys let me know in the comments which one sounds better. But when someone comes over, do you want them to feel like, oh my gosh, I can't even, like I have to just be so perfect, I can't move, I can't take a shoe off, I can't knock anything? Or do you want them to sort of, feel comfortable and at home? And maybe that means your home isn't as perfectly hotel room worthy clean as you would like it to be, but you start to become okay with that. Anyway, this is something that you need to grapple with on your own. It's something I'd love to open up in the comments and see what you guys think. What is socially acceptable to you in terms of cleaning? How clean is clean enough? How clean is too clean? And what level of cleaning is not good enough in your opinion? Let me know in the comments. I know for me, if there are a few things out of place, that's okay, but I don't like to see dirt on the floors or fingerprints on the walls. Like, to me, that really makes my space look messy. But if there are a couple things out of place, I can quickly grab them or I can see past them. But again, that's just me. So I'd love to hear what your thoughts are about that in the comments down below. If you want to see what we're up to during the rest of the week, you can follow along on Instagram. I'm at Melissa Maker. Chad is at the Chad Reynolds, and the two of us are at Clean My Space. If you like the Clean My Space channel and you want to support what we do, the easiest way to do it is just to watch another video right after this one. The YouTube algorithm loves that. Anyway, here are a couple that I think you might love. If you want to learn more about Maker's Clean microfiber cloths, you can click this button right over here. There is a button down there that lets me know you care, so click it if you liked this video, and click this button right here to subscribe and begin your journey to a cleaner life. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.